She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain. Part 9. Chapter: Navigating the Causes of Low Libido in Men. We recognize that a man's sexual desire is not a static constant. It is a delicate barometer of his physical health, psychological peace, and the relational atmosphere. When a man's libido begins to fade, it is rarely a singular event, but rather a culmination of biological and environmental factors. To effectively address this chill in intimacy, a woman must transition from being an observer of the problem to becoming the architect of its solution. Let's provide a deep diagnostic of the 10 primary reasons for low male desire and offer professional strategies to reignite the fire within the fortress. The psychological and energy vacuum, stress and work. A man's libido is heavily dependent on the state of his nervous system. Problems at work, acute stress and chronic fatigue are high energy consumers. When a man is mentally drained, the body enters a survival mode where reproduction is prioritized last. The support system. A man does not need your professional advice. He needs your care, your humor, and your optimism. Transform your home into a place of strength. Use tactile anchors like head and shoulder massages, or create a ritual of comfort through warm baths and calm music to help him decompress. Stress as a catalyst. While chronic stress depletes neurotransmitters, high-quality intimacy is actually the biological cure for stress. Your task is to gently shift him from his work mind to his sensory mind through soft touches and a sensual tone of voice. The biological anchor, testosterone and physical health. Low testosterone is a pervasive cause of libido decline. It is often visually detectable through weight distribution, particularly around the waist. The waistline diagnostic. A waist circumference exceeding 94 centimeters often signals declining testosterone. Above 120 centimeters, levels are typically pathological. This drop leads to increased anxiety, depression, and a loss of the competitive victory drive. The estrogen-testosterone balance. If both partners have a waist circumference exceeding 80 centimeters for women and 94 centimeters for men, you both likely suffer from hormonal suppression. Urgent physical activity and weight management are required to restore sexual desire. The 3 pillars of health. Intimate health is supported by the cardiovascular, endocrine, and nervous systems. Chronic illness must be managed with discretion. Be his health partner by providing vitamins and encouraging a balanced routine without becoming a nagging mother. Overcoming the ghost of past failures. A single episode of erectile failure can create a profound psychological complex in a man. If he fears not being able to perform, he will subconsciously avoid intimacy to escape the humiliation. The safe harbor. Your task is to be a trustworthy, sexually educated partner. Reassure him that a lapse is merely a sign of fatigue. The more successes he has under your guidance, facilitated by your own orgasmic responses and skilled manual or oral techniques, the faster his confidence will return. The professional pivot. If failures become chronic, it may be time to consult a neurologist or endocrinologist to rule out physiological causes like spinal nerve compression or cardiovascular plaques. The habituation trap. Masturbation and sexual boredom. In many cases, a man may divert his energy through excessive masturbation. This is common in long-term relationships where the sexual stereotype has become repetitive and dull. Pattern interrupt. If he has become accustomed to the hand or to pornography, you must reclaim his sexual attention through manual and oral techniques, gradually transitioning him back to intercourse. The creative laboratory. Sexual boredom is the death of desire. Buckwheat is healthy, but no one wants to eat it every day. Use sex toys, varied locations, and erotic provocations to keep the relationship dynamic. Innovation every month or two ensures that the novelty he seeks is always found within the home. Relational friction and rejection sensitivity. Men live with a deep-seated fear of rejection that often dates back to adolescence. If a wife frequently refuses sex due to headaches or fatigue, the man will eventually stop asking to protect his self-esteem. The downward spiral. Constant rejection lowers his testosterone and accelerates aging. He may choose masturbation or another woman simply because it is easier than facing the pain of being unwanted by his partner. Mutual pleasure. Sex should never be a chore. Train your pelvic floor muscles to create a narrow vagina that provides intense friction for him, and prioritize your own pleasure. When he sees you enjoying the act, he feels successful as a man, which naturally boosts his desire to repeat the experience. The presence of another woman. If a man is meeting his needs elsewhere, his energy for his wife will naturally diminish. Infidelity often arises during one of the 10 major family crises, when routine has eaten away at the connection. Strategic analysis. Do not panic or immediately file for divorce. Analyze the vacuum that allowed this to happen. Often a man chooses a mistress for lightness and compensation. By eliminating sexual boredom and becoming a source of emotional strength, you can often draw him back. Most men will ultimately choose their wife if the home remains a superior source of energy and pleasure. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain can be found at wishforlove.org.